Hi, this is Carolina, the Soul Coach. Welcome to my podcast. Hello, and welcome to this week's Sunday Catchup podcast. How are you? And how has your week been? I hope it's been a good one. I just thought I would start with a new opening. And I'd really appreciate your feedback as to whether I continue with this new opening. So here goes. Welcome to the Journey Within podcast, my Sunday catch-up, where I share what's been on my mind this past week. The highs, the challenges, the unexpected moments, the magic, and the little things that made me stop and think. There's no script, just real reflections as I process my life in real time. So whatever you're doing, whether you're unwinding with a cuppa or out for a walk, let's just take a moment to look back before stepping into a new week. And if anything resonates, I'd love to hear from you. Drop me a message or share your reflections over on @thesoulcoach on social media or YouTube. So that's just a little opening that I thought I would start every week with. As I say, I'd appreciate your thoughts. So I was thinking today what to talk about this week, because I didn't really think that I'd had a particularly eventful week. It was just another week, and it was quite busy. It wasn't the week that I thought I was going to have. So I probably shared with you that I was going to have a few days off to work from home. And unfortunately, that didn't happen, which I will share with you what happened. It was I just like to make notes. And I go back in my diary to see what happened. And it was quite eventful, actually, even though I felt it was a non-eventful week. So let's just get started, shall we? So on Monday, we did something that we hadn't done for a little while. We went to a crystal wholesalers, and we spent the morning there choosing fabulously new crystals for the shop. And oh my goodness me, Quest is brimming with crystals right now. We managed to get them all out, and the shop looks amazing for it. Beautiful crystals, really good quality, high quality crystals. And we've got apopholites and rose quartzes and clear quartzes and so many different hearts and shapes, and just beautiful pieces. And at the same time that we were at this crystal wholesaler, Amelia was in Bali at the new silver place that we went to when we were in Bali, and she was going there choosing some new pieces of these particular pendants that we sold out of within a couple of weeks, and they're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So they are winging their way to us over from Bali to here. So we should be getting them, I think, tomorrow or Tuesday. So that's super exciting as well. And it was great fun choosing them in Bali, and it was great fun on Monday choosing new crystals. So that was cool. And then, as I say, I was supposed to be off work on Tuesday and Wednesday to catch up with doing the videos for the new Can't Wait to Tell You more about Living a Life of Magic course. And I had 30 videos to record over a couple of days. I was a little bit stressed and overwhelmed, so I didn't know how I was going to get it all done. Managed to get the first 9 done okay. I think, I can't remember when I did those, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It all blurs in. And I had 21 left to do for Tuesday morning. And one of our employees phoned in sick. And she couldn't come in on that Tuesday, so which meant that I had to go to work on the Tuesday, And Will I Can said, don't worry, Carolina, I've got you. I can go in and cover you in the morning. And so he went into work, and I managed to stay high energy, loved every single second of recording 21 videos. And because of the training that I'd had from Scott and Nicola, my good friends, Nicola is a presenter and Scott is an actor, and they'd been giving me some good tips, I was able to knock it out. And it took me 4 or 5 hours. And I was so happy with it. And I just it was just great. It really was. It was amazing. And I'm so excited for this course. I'm so excited that I want to do the course myself. And it's going to be launched very, very soon. I think we actually have a date for it. And that is the 19th of March. I think we're launching the new online video course for Living a Life of Magic. So, yeah, I've got a few more videos to do this week. And then that's a third of the course done. So that's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, really proud and pleased with the team and amazed at the team that we're managing to pull this together. Alistair, thank you. Bex, thank you. And Amelia, thank you. Honestly, it's awesome. It's so awesome. I can't even begin to tell you how awesome it is. We're really happy with that. It's so nice. And I really want to, I've got so many ideas that have come out of this for the next thing that I want to create, and I know the team really want to get cracking on that as well. So I think it's so important, isn't it, that to have a good team, to be part of a team. I just love that whole co-creating. It's really lovely. It's so nice, and I love how with the team for this, like what I do, and I'm very lucky that what I do and that the team that's involved, we've all got our different strengths, and how Joe Vitale says all the time, and we love listening to Joe Vitale, Will and I, and he says about finding someone that enjoys doing the jobs that you don't do, and that you don't want to do, but find someone that really enjoys that and that is knowledgeable about that subject. So that's just the benefit of a good team. And I think that's very true when we're in a partnership as well. There are things that our partners do and there's things that we do that neither can do. But without the team, you just don't have that synergy. So it's really important. I really love teamwork. I really do. And I just think it's vitally important that we... and I know I learned this a long time ago about focusing on what I do, focusing on what you're good at, what I'm good at, what each person is good at, and not worrying about what the other person is doing, is just doing our thing and knowing that that is contributing. Because to make a cake, you need the different ingredients, you need to be able to bake the cake, you need the baking trays, you need the ingredients, you need someone to be able to pull it together, then you've got the icing, and then you've got the decoration. So all those aspects go into making a cake, and it's the same with doing anything. You need to have that teamwork. So yeah, really proud of being in the team and having Will I Can as a massive part. We're such a huge team, we really are, and I couldn't be. We've known each other. I think it's 40 years next year. Oh, is it this year or was it last year? I can't even remember. It's coming up 40 years that we've known each other, and gosh, how we've learned and we've grown and we've worked on ourselves over the years to really come into a place now where I can only speak for myself, but never been happier within my relationship. I really haven't. I'm very lucky and feel very proud with my lot. Yeah, and I remember just going off on another point just right now, I remember when we first, I don't even know why I'm bringing this up now, but I am going to bring it up because it's on my mind. So I'm going to share it because often when this happens, it does resonate with someone. So hopefully it will. But I remember opening the shop Quest in 2007, and we bought a surround sound system in a company in Epsom in a shop. And opposite, there was another shop that was of the same, sold the same things. And I just said to him, this was very early doors at Quest, I said to him, oh, is there much competition between the two of you? Like, do you, and he said, unfortunately, the business across the road isn't doing so well and is shutting. And they spent their whole time focused on us. Whereas we just focused on ourselves. We just focused on what we were doing, what we sold, and we didn't even think about them. We just did our thing. And I just think that that's so important. I think in life that we can, and we have a tendency as human beings to focus on what everyone else is doing, or thinking that someone else has a better life, or they're doing that, or we have some kind of judgment on it. But actually, it's none of anyone else's business, really, what they're doing, or what, it really isn't, is it? So it's just about cracking on and doing our own things. So I don't even know why I'm talking about this. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking now. Well, I can't stop talking, can I? Because I'm doing a Sunday catch-up podcast, so that would be a bit difficult. I'll just sit here in silence. Do you know what? This has been my day today. I don't know. I woke up at 7 this morning, Sunday, it's day off. Beautiful weather, isn't it? So nice. I woke up at 7, absolute as mad as a box of frogs. I got up. I had so much energy. I folded up the washing. I tidied the house. I brushed my teeth. I thought, I might as well have a shower now. And Will's still in bed, like, what the frack is she doing? And then came back to bed, had a coffee, did our Wordle that we do every day, had a little chat, and then I'm like, I'm up. And I'm like, my brain, like, I was so looking forward to today. But because it was like a day off and things hadn't gone planned as much as last week, then I'm just like, what shall I do? My brain just went, oh, you can sit outside, or you can read a book, oh, you can work, you can do this, you could do that, you could do that. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And it was just crazy. And this is the mood, isn't it? You can hear this in this podcast. It's just like, so what did I do? I ended up doing a bit of work. I swept outside. I made all nice outside. I made Will and I coffee and breakfast. And that was all before like 8:30 this morning. But we did manage to catch up with things to do with work that I don't normally have time to catch up with today. And Will, I'm going to backtrack and go back to my rest of my week because it was really interesting, but I might as well talk about today because it's fresh in my head. And today, Will has started working on a bedroom upstairs in our cottage that's the spare guest room because we have a very special guest coming on the 8th of April, and we can't wait to see her because our eldest daughter is flying back home. And Freddie is staying on, I believe, in Bali, and then he is coming back, but then they're going down to Cornwall, so we'll have Amelia to ourselves for 2 or 3 weeks. Yay! So Will is doing the bedroom for her, so that's really great. And he's already made a new ceiling, he's put downlighters in, he's going to strip some wallpaper, and he's just completely changing the room. It's just amazing, this guy. And on Friday, he moved our ensuite forward, but he's had to pause that to get the room ready for Amelia. But wow, what he can do is incredible. I'm in awe, but it's really coming on really good. So what happened then? So then on Tuesday afternoon, I went to work at shop and just did work stuff and all the rest of it. It's amazing. And then on Wednesday, had the last spiritual awareness workshop in the evening. Was at work all day because she was still off sick, so I had to go to work all day, but it was fine. I caught up with loads of stuff, and it was absolutely fine, and it was quite handy really, and managed to get a lot of the crystals out. And then in the evening we had the wonderful Fiona come and talk about astrology, and she told us about the really important couple of things that are coming up this year, which is well worth investigating. One of the things is the Saturn and Neptune is conjuncturing. And that's happening, I believe, in July and February next year. So we're going to be starting to feel the effects of that now, but it's going to come more it's going to come more in February. So Saturn is basically Saturn is the big, heavy planet, and it's the one that's like the builder. It gives us stability, it gives us strength. And Neptune is more kind of airy-fairy is not the right word, but it's more nebulous, it's more moving, more spiritual. It's very flowing, and so they're conjuncturing. It's time basically to face our fears and to create and know that the things that you've been building are going to come to fruition. And it's just believing that and keeping going and making sure that we've got everything buttoned down, and that we've got that we've created a really good foundation. And so this is what's coming up for this year and the beginning of next year. There's a lot more to it than that, but just to give you a flavour so that you can then go and do some your own investigation. And then there's a couple of eclipses coming up in March. There's a lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse. So it'd be well worth doing a bit more research around those eclipses as well, and how they're going to impact us. And to get more information, you could go on Cafe Astrology or astro.com, I think it is, to get your chart. So you need your natal chart, and then you can see where the houses are, and then you can look for where Saturn is in your chart. You can look for where Neptune is, and that will be the areas that this Saturn and this Neptune conjunction will affect you. And then you can look for this solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse on your chart, and which house that's in, and then how that will affect you. And I've written a blog about the 12 houses on the soulcoach.com, so you can look those up. But the Cafe Astrology, I was looking last night, and that's really a really good website, and you can get your natal chart quite easily. Fascinated by astrology. I think it's so interesting. And yeah, so have a look at that. And just talking about astrology just for a minute, I woke up last night, Saturday night, at 4:37. Got up, had a little womble round, and in the curtains, I could see something very bright orange shining through. It was like the sun, and of course it couldn't be the sun because it was in completely the wrong place, and I didn't know what it was. Opened the curtain, took a picture, because it was the moon. The moon was like a bright orange. It looked like the sun. It was amazing. And I know we've got the full moon coming up, haven't we, on the 14th of March. So, yeah, it was beautiful. Has anyone else seen this blood orange moon? It's absolutely beautiful. So, yeah, that was Wednesday. It was really nice to finish our 4-week spiritual awareness workshop with the astrology, because it's really interesting. And then on Thursday, I was working at Quest and had a meeting to go to, a board meeting, and was able to speak up about a few things that I needed to be empowered about, and find my voice within that kind of setting. And I did it. And yeah, again, teamwork, and it was it's very different being on a board with a group of other directors, and I'm quite enjoying it actually, and all about our town. So yeah, it was an interesting meeting, and hopefully we can resolve some conflicts and move forward together as a team. So that would be really cool. So that was Thursday, and then Friday. What happened Friday? It's just working, managing to get the rest of the crystals out. And then we went to see our closest friends that we've known for many years, since the children were 5. So yeah, it's kind of the longest friends that we've known, Annie and Simon, and we have fish and chips. And yeah, I had some Prosecco and had some ice cream, which was really good, but we won't talk about that because I had a lemon tart as well. Yeah, it was really good. But we won't talk about it because I know my body doesn't particularly like the sugar too much, and we were like chatting, and then I was like falling asleep because I felt a bit I had a bit of sugar coma. And then yesterday was in the fabulous shop, and had 3 clients. I had 2 Reiki clients. Oh, it's just amazing. It's so blissful, so incredible, offering the Reiki, and it was just lovely. And a soul mentoring client, and it was so good. It was just really great, and I love the mentoring side of things and the soul coaching. It's just really cool. And this lady was awesome, was really awesome. And I believe she went away with some things to think about, and yeah, it's amazing. This lady, she'd achieved so much in her life, yet she was just feeling a little bit unfulfilled and wasn't quite sure where she was heading and what she was doing. And she was at the top of her game career-wise, and she's just feeling a little bit unfulfilled. So just with a few tweaks, a few ways of looking at things in a different way, she went away happier. So that was good. It was a good day yesterday. It was a really good day. And it's lovely seeing people take the crystals that we bought and take them home and enjoy the crystals. So that was nice. And I think that's my week. I got some new glasses on Friday because I needed them. And I'd been avoiding going to the opticians for a couple of years because I don't know why I avoided going, because I knew I was going to have to face that I needed new glasses. And for some reason, I didn't want to face it. Don't even ask me why. It doesn't even make any logical sense. But Will and I knew I had to, because my eyesight was deteriorating. And I just knew I had to go, and I just did it. And I went and collected my glasses, put these glasses on, and I've always had such good vision. I always have. And I had to get some long distance glasses. I put them on, and I've been feeling this really bad pressure in my forehead, really bad pressure for quite a while. But I kept thinking, I don't know what that is. I put these glasses on, and within 30 seconds it went. Obviously, I've been straining to see, and putting these glasses on, it's a whole new world. It's a completely different world because I can see. And I'll be safe to drive. So that's all good news. And note to self to go to the eye opticians every year, because I got a freckle behind one of my eyes, and she wants to see me every year. So yeah, that's it. You're up to date. as much as I am. Oh, I've been enjoying using the app. Have you? Have you used the app? I've just been loving that, reminding myself to be grateful every day and jotting that down. And to, I love these like reminders. Will's really been enjoying the reminders as well. And it's like, oh, yeah. And it's just nice. It's just really nice. And really, really enjoying Magical March. I've been really enjoying creating the content for that. And again, teamwork again with the dream team. So I hope you've been enjoying the Magical March and connecting to your magic within. And this week promises to be another good week with that. And look out for the blogs and the YouTube videos and all the rest of it, and the podcast, blah, 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 blah. All good. So how are you? How's your week been? Have you had a good week? What's been going on? What have you noticed? I hope it's been a good one. So I have a new close here. So before I do the meditation, I need to get it close because there we go. So as I say, that's my week wrapped up. What stood out, what shifted, and what I'm taking forward. So what am I taking forward? I am going to take forward that it's very important to stay present and to stay in the moment. And Will said to me last week, Carolina, you've got so much on. What's your priority? And every day I think, right, what's my priority? What's my priority? And that's really helped me this week. So I'm going to carry that forward. And also I feel gratitude every day, as I said with the app, but I honestly do. I feel so much gratitude for everything. And I last week was feeling a bit overwhelmed with loads of stuff that I needed to do. Will telling me about the priority was really important, and I had to just had to change my week to cancel a few things because I had to focus on my priorities. So I haven't talked about that in my podcast, but that is definitely something that I am taking forward. So now it's over to you. What moments shaped your week? What's inspired you? And let's keep this conversation going. Come and connect with me on @thesoulcoach or on YouTube and let me know your thoughts. If this episode spoke to you, feel free to share it, tag me, or send it to someone who might enjoy it soon. No, who might enjoy it too. I don't know why I said soon, but anyway. So send it to someone who might enjoy it too. See you next week for another reflection. But until then, take care, stay present, and keep journeying within. Now let's just do a quick meditation. Breathing in, breathing out. Knowing all is well in this moment. Feel your bottom on the chair. Or your feet on the ground if you're standing up. Or if you're laying down, feel the bed beneath you. And with every breath in, connect to the peace that's here inside of you. And with every breath out, letting go of anything that's not serving you. Breathing in peace. Breathing out any worries, anxieties. Letting everything go. And let's imagine ourselves under a beautiful shower of healing energy, clearing you, clearing your aura of anything that's not serving your highest purpose. Just imagine as you would a shower in the morning or the evening, flowing down around you. This beautiful white healing energy, clearing you, centering you, grounding you. And with every breath, every thought, every emotion, sinking deeper and deeper into yourself. Connecting to the magic within. Knowing yourself as this magic, as this beautiful energy. What's your priority this week? Breathing in, breathing out. Have a great week. Thanks for listening. Take care.